Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. I just wanna chat with y'all, and this is like another conscious video of mine because, when it comes down to human beings, human beings, like when it comes down to status with finances, wealthy, poor, I'ma break it down with y'all. Rich people act poor and poor people act rich. Some of y'all probably wonder why is that? When it comes down to people waking up day after day to go into a 9 to 5 job that they don't even love, they're considered poor. We're pretty much like considered poor, but for the people that are like celebrities, that are like on TV and everything, professional athletes, they're considered rich. But you see, rich people act poor and poor people act rich. I'm gonna break it down with y'all because I know some of y'all probably wonder this. When it comes down to some people, when they go out in the public, if they go out to the mall, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong about wanting to go out to look all good, to make sure that you're looking fresh and clean, to make sure that your hygiene is on point, that you're smelling good, stuff like that. But at the same time, when it comes down to being poor middle class, you can just dress regular. You don't have to go out wearing all the nice new fancy jewelry, wearing name brand clothes. You don't have to act like you're rich. You know what I mean? Because, rich people, when they go out in public, they just dress regular. They dress normal. They don't. Some of them you may see wearing the nice, fancy name brand clothes, and then you have some of them that just dress regular. You know what I mean? See, that's the thing about it. And you see, when it comes down to the rich versus the poor, we can learn from each other. We don't have to beef with each other. We don't have to hate each other. We don't have to have beef with each other. We can learn from each other. It's just like with music, with hip hop, the mainstream versus the underground. Mainstream lyricists can learn from underground lyricists. We don't have to hate each other and we don't have to have beef with each other. We can have a discussion, we can talk face to face, and we can learn a thing or two from each other. We can teach each other things. When it comes down to the poor, when it comes down to somebody that's rich, like when it comes down to being rich, when it comes down to being wealthy, when it comes down to having all of that money, sometimes when you have all that money, it can get to you to the point where you start to get a little lazy. But you see, when it comes down to the poor, they work hard every day. And that's the thing about it. When it comes down to the rich, before they became rich, they were poor. They know what hard working is. They already know how it is to work hard. They already know how it is to struggle. They already know how it is not, like to be in a situation where you don't have no food, when you don't have like clothes, they already know how it is. They've been through it all. But we can still learn from each other. But yeah, some of y'all probably wonder this, why rich people act poor and why poor people act rich. When it comes down to money, yeah, rich people, when it comes down to money, they don't really do the same thing with their money the way like poor people do. Just like, like they do stuff like differently with their money. And when it comes down to their children, like rich people, when it comes down to explaining money situations to their children, they don't really do it the same way like poor or middle class people do. You know what I mean? But yeah, some of y'all probably wonder this, and I just wanted to break it down with y'all. But yeah, again, we can learn from each other. And you see, that's the thing about it. Like, if a poor person meets a rich person and the poor person is like grinding, they're on the come up, to become rich. They can learn from somebody that's rich to see, what's the next process, what's the next step, what's the next chapter that they have to take in order to reach that destination, in order to reach to the point where they become rich and successful and wealthy. They can learn from the rich, they can ask questions, what I mean? But yo, I just wanted to break it down with y'all because when it comes down to like being middle class or being poor, you don't have to go out in public wearing all the nice name brand clothes. I know some of y'all worry about what other people think about you. Like I said, doing stuff to please other people, that's crazy. Life is too short for you to be doing that. You don't have to be living your life pleasing other people. Do you and do the things that you want to do and do what you got to do in order to get paid off of what you want to do. Because life is just too short for you to be pleasing other people. I just wanted to share this video with y'all, chat with y'all, because I know some of y'all probably wonder this. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share. And again, my new song, I Came a Long Way, it's on my YouTube channel and it's also on my SoundCloud. You can follow me on SoundCloud at Wally G. Let's run it up, let's blow it up. Love y'all.